Someday, if you come here, you'll experience a cozy feeling, as if you are at home. That's because the passionate and hospitable people here will share their hearts with you. A beautiful coastal city of Vietnam, Haiphong is located on the northeast coast, about 100 kilometers northeast of the capital city of Hanoi. Haiphong is easily accessible by different means of transport. Cat Bi Airport now has many daily flights to Ho Chi Minh City. In the coming months, many domestic and international airlines are planning to open many more routes to and from Haiphong. Our beach city has a mild climate all year round, with an average temperature of about 24 degrees Celsius. Within the city lies a green park, more than 3 kilometers long, forming a smooth green silk strip, a form of beauty rarely seen in other cities. The soul of the urban center is the majestic female general Lê Chăn Monument Square, the classical flower shops. They're like curled eyelashes of a girl. The municipal theater and the summer festival nights. As one of the nation's main urban centers in Vietnam, Haiphong has recently established the infrastructure to meet the demands of domestic and international tourists. Each year, Haiphong welcomes millions of tourists. Not many places are naturally attractive like Haiphong. The landscape forms vivid coast plain that bears the marks of thousands of years of the twisting and turning river. Here is where the sea moves forward and backwards. Limestone mountains look like grand outlines of creation from ages past. Suddenly, soaring from the fields, clumps of bamboo trees burst from the quietness of the tranquil landscape. Here, sea, island, peninsula, jungle, all grace Haiphong with strength but sweetness. Along the coastline, Do Sun Beach, with its fine sand, became the resort for the emperor starting from the late 19th century. According to the legend, there was a herd of 9 dragons that swooped down on this special place, creating a unique merging of sea and water at the eastern gateway of Vietnam. Over there, the loud gongs and clamorous cheers that are shaking heaven and earth. It is the Do Sun Buffalo Fighting Festival. The fights, renowned throughout the world for over 4,000 years. are regarded as one of the most unique festivals in Southeast Asia. With more than 300 big and small islands, Katba Archipelago is like a taste of heaven for people there. Lanha Bay is as exquisite as a flower floating above the deep blue sea, the inspiration of many paintings and pieces of music of artists who once enjoyed this scenic place. Lanha draws tourists to discover its hundreds of tiny secrets. The primitive forests hold an array of natural species. There are pristine bodies of water and spectacular caves. With an abundance of vegetation and only home of the white-headed langur species, Katba is recognized as a World Biosphere Reserve. Going along the bay, you can occasionally see shiny, silky smooth sand strips nestled in the beautiful small curves around the mountains. Katba has hundreds of such mini beaches. Here, majestic rocks and charming clouds provide your own private romantic setting. Lying under the Katba ocean floor are stunningly colorful coral reefs. Protected from strong waves, Katba maintains its virginal look from long ago. Although not spectacular and massive, the ancient architecture of Haiphong does show the age-old culture and the sophistication of talented craftsmen. You can see Nge Temple, Geng Communal House, architecture museums, and original folk sculptures of early Southeast Asia. This 1,000-dragon head communal house is an almost completely untouched treasure, representing the beauty of Vietnam villages. There's the ancient sanctuary Tu Lung Sam to worship King Ngo Quyen. The 13-foot banyan tree. The 600-year-old rice tree. Each of these monuments is a spiritual tourist site in memory of the long history of this ancient land of the wind and waves. There once was a place called Xuân Kinh, the first and only seaside capital in the history of Vietnamese feudalism, with its systems of precious ancient relics. Each section of Haiphong is a treasure of interesting folks. You can float on romantic Za River, taking in the sights on both sides, as beautiful as a Chinese ink drawing. You can sway to the Domon lyrics and be absorbed into sights and romance. Spending the day at Tiên Lang Spa Resort, guests can enjoy the natural mineral water springs and the variety of services. Leaving the world of modern travel, you seemingly stray into the world of fairy tales, the countryside of statuary art, of Doming and Yamuk, of folk water puppetry has been refined into a folk art, performed by artists in the Haiphong puppet group. At Gum River Theater, during the city tour journey, tourists can enjoy the unique ancient tales of River Delta water puppetry. The unique cultural identity of this rice farming civilization has won the hearts and minds of visitors from all over the world. Fresh green and crispy spinach with Dosun buffalo meat. Have you ever enjoyed these delicacies under the seashore sky? The highly skilled chefs of Dosun, as well as the abundance of readily available seafood, will attract even the choosiest customers. Nyek fish, a species found only in the seafront, looks ugly, thin, and long, but it is a delicious treat, deserving the name best tasting dish. Haiphong crab noodles has become a famous word that reminds people of a gift with a strong Vietnamese soul. Jellyfish salad, sea crab rolls, seafood rolls, from restaurants and luxurious hotels to popular dining areas, all can make an evening party for family and friends of tourists, flowing with the warm flavors of Haiphong. Far from Cat Ba, people can enjoy the delicious seafood on floating restaurants beneath the night sky. Lan Ha Bay seafood is not only plentiful, but there is a great variety of well-known dishes such as beef fondue, lobster, crab, sentinel crab, cobia, red snapper. Because there's so much plankton here and favorable sun and wind conditions, the seafood here is sweeter and has a fuller aroma than at most beaches. Why not visit the coastal city of Haiphong, where the rivers overflow with sea crabs? This city stands like a ship braving waves to reach the East Sea. Come to see the land of sunshine and wind, and be charmed by the smile this warm and friendly sea gives you. Haiphong, a beautiful beach city in Vietnam, is welcoming you.
Haiphong.